Imagine this, you guys. Okay, imagine maybe you are at work during the day and you're still thinking about what you're going to be making for dinner. Are you going to eat out? Are you going to eat at home? Is there food that is in the fridge? Maybe so that you can just eat that and go to bed because your husband is a polygamist. It might not be your day today. It might not be your night tonight. Okay. Then he calls you. Kri kri. Listen, Sana-san, today is the day. Okay. We're going on a date. Look nice, show up at this restaurant at this time. You're like, it's the day, okay? It's the day of the date, okay? You do your hair, you do the makeup, you choose the outfit, and the outfit, it's the dress, it's the shoes. You're thinking about which jacket you'll bring and all of that, which bag, you know. You do all of the preparations. Time comes, you're thinking about the traffic. Okay, I have to leave at this time, so that ngingahlangani traffic, so that I can show up on time. Because listen, I have to show up on time with this husband because this husband has many other wives. Okay, I don't want to be the one that is known to always show up late. But you do all of that. You show up where you are supposed to show up. You sit down. You're waiting for your husband to show up. Instead of your husband showing up, your sister wife shows up. Umnakwenu. Guys, if I'm going to meet umnakwethu, I might as well dress in a pinifa because what the hell? Guys, kunzima esithenjini. Yay, kunzima esithenjini. I was like, why did Msele have to say that he was going on a date with MaKhumalo? He could have just said, listen, we're having a meeting again. Instead of MaKhumalo was looking really nice. You could see that she was prepared to be going on a date with her husband, but her husband doesn't show up. The sister wife. Out of all of the sister wife that she has tension with right now, MaCele shows up. Anyway, you guys, welcome to my channel. And on this channel is Kulumama reality TV shows. I'm a celebrities and YouTubers. By the way, you guys, I'm on Reality Buzz TV. Okay, let me do this again. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Reality Buzz TV, where we talk about all things reality TV. Guys, listen, sometimes I forget which channel I'm on. So, you guys, that's what happened. Okay, this is the part 2 of the review of Uthando Nesthembu season 7, episode 2, because in the morning we did the live and we did the first part of it. Okay, so we're going to talk about the second part. It's not going to be too long because not a lot was left from what we talked about during the day, okay, or during the live. So, you guys, the scene that we didn't talk about was Umnini. Umnini has started piano lessons. So, and I think it's cute, you guys. I think it's cute. I think that it's nice, Mouses Tenjini, and then you have kids because sometimes you can just be focusing on your kids instead of fighting over a man. And I think that's what Umayeni is doing. She's focusing on her kids. So right now, she was taking Umnini to the piano lessons. Umnini is very interested in music. It was going well, you guys. It looks like she's so into it. Okay, so I really felt like he was enjoying the lesson. I felt like Umayeni, she was enjoying watching her son enjoying the music and lesson. You guys, I like the fact that we are getting to see things like that when it comes to the other wives, because we do need to see what do they do when this man is not around, because the show is around them, wanting this man's attention. So when they are not doing that, what are they doing with their lives? So I like that. It looks like we are going to be seeing them away from Umseleko, but spending time with their kids and doing the things that they do on a daily when Ubaba Umseleko is not around. So I like that scene. It was a cute scene. Kamayeni, you guys, and his son. Okay, so the lesson went well, and then it goes back to MaKhumalo and MaCele. That whole thing, those who haven't watched the show, by the way, it's going to be on 161 on Thursday. It's already played on 103. Those who haven't watched the show, you guys, that's what happens. Uma Kumalo thinks she is going on a date with Umsele. I remember thinking when, she was showing up at the restaurant and she's doing the diary session and she's like, he called me and said, we are going on a date, and I'm like, that never happens on Uthando Nesthembu. Uthando Nesthembu, when he goes on a date, we will see a scene where he goes on a date with MaCele, and then the next episode he goes on a date with Umayeni. In the same sequence that they came Gamselego, that's what he will do. And then the next one he will go on a date with MaKhumalo, and then the next one with Umangwami. So I was wondering, I was like, yo, why is MaKhumalo getting a date? Abanye bengawatholeli ama-date, because it always goes that way. The other one would get a date, the other one, and it comes to MaKhumalo. Anyway, it's that thing that I was saying. Imagine that's exactly what happened. She gets ready, she gets to the restaurant, she's looking beautiful. MaKhumalo always does, you guys. And she sits down, calls Umseleko, because I think Uboni's cat. This is where she reveals for us Umseleko akahlali emzumbe. Calls Umseleko like Lwandle ukuphi? Ulwandle is not you know the irritating laugh yokuthi hayi bukuphi, because we are supposed to be on a date. It's like, no, bekezela, what is mamkhulu there? I think that's where MaKhumalo started suspecting. It's okay, what is this about? Okay. And then it turns out Musa had no plans to show up, really. He is arranging for the both of them, MaKhumalo and MaCele, to sit down and have a talk, you guys, okay? Because he wants them to talk, and also he wants a good show. And he knows because that's going to be a scene that viewers are going to be looking forward to see. Finally, the interaction between MaCele and MaKhumalo, after MaCele saw what Musa and MaKhumalo said on last season's diary session. Okay. Now, you guys, MaCele shows up after MaKhumalo. I think MaKhumalo was just figuring out, oh, okay, that means, Musa is not coming, MaCele is coming. That's why he is mentioning MaCele, and MaCele shows up. MaCele, guys, I'm not sure that she didn't know that MaKhumalo was going to be there, because she did not sound or she did not look very shocked that Umseleko is not there. Okay. And I feel like, you guys, this is the thing. I feel like sometimes Umseleko lets MaCele in on his shenanigans. Okay. And maybe it's difficult to not do that, because if he is spending more time Gamacele, then that is going to be the wife that knows more about what's going on. Okay. Because if they live together, she probably left him at her house and then came here. So to me, you guys, I don't know how it looked to you, but to me, it didn't look like MaCele was shocked by the fact that Umseleko is not there. And in fact, there is no plan of him showing up. Okay. So fine. They sit down. And uMaCele starts, I think, because maybe khona it discomforts. Uyabona leyo nto, it's weird because they haven't been together ever since the other one found out what the other one said and all of that. So uMaCele just started talking nervously. Hayi, umyeni wethu phela, umyeni wethu mina ngithi sohlangana nomyeni wethu, and then kufika wena, yabona nje, she was just trying to make conversation. And uMaCele was not even answering her, you guys. Listen, I don't know if I want to say that MaCele, sometimes it will seem like she's being disrespectful to MaKhumalo, because sometimes, guys, when umuntu is talking to you, sometimes you just have to answer, just reply to her. Oh yeah, he said that, instead of just being like, namazi kuMaCele. Okay, so they end up sitting down. Bobabile, they figure out, okay, I guess this whole thing is about the two of us. And MaCele does say with the session, I guess because Selego had said he needs us to sit down and talk. This is what this is about. But she is feeling like Selego is being a coward. I feel like he's being a coward, because honestly, if you think about that diary session that upset MaCele, Umseleko was the one who was pushing for MaKhumalo to say certain things. And also, he was the one that was instructing MaKhumalo to say, listen, never ever do anything for these women. They don't like you. That is what Umseleko said. MaKhumalo even went on to say, listen, I've been helping your wives because you have been asking me to help your wives, and because I came to the Mselego family for you. And if you needed help, then I would help you with your wives. I would serve your wives for you. So if you are now saying that I must stop it, I will stop it because you are saying it. Okay. So the person that actually said something or said a lot in those diary sessions was also was ubaba uMseleku more than it was uMaKhumalo, but uMaCele Sim, it looks like she's just a little bit more upset with uMaKhumalo than she is with indoda yakhe, because the ndoda yena is staying in her house, okay? Because she was that upset, she'd be like, okay, hambulala kamayeni today, okay, I'm okay, no. The daughter is still sleeping in the house Guyana, so that means she's not that upset with her man, okay? So fine, you guys. It was awkward. I don't want to lie. I didn't see them order any food. I didn't see them order any drink, and I think that MaKhumalo just thought, okay, let's get into it, let's talk, and let's be out of here, because it was awkward for both of them to be sitting there, and they had realized, okay, obviously. Or Umselego is not coming. Maybe he will come in later on in the conversation, but at that time, you guys, it didn't look like he is coming. So uMaKhumalo asked ukuthi, okay, are we okay? Because she's trying to start a conversation between her and uMaCele. Are we okay? uMaCele's like, I mean, I'm right. Wena unjani? Masebebhuqana, guys, we all know they are not okay. Here's the thing, you guys. I do feel like, honestly, uMaKhumalo should have just started a conversation by voicing out the things that she's been wanting to voice out. Because remember, you guys, even when they went to dinner, before they went to dinner, uMaKhumalo said, there are things that I want to say to the other wives, but I won't say those things in this particular meeting, because the meeting ibizwe umselegu, and he has called this meeting for his own reasons. So I would let him go ahead and address whatever it is that he wants to address at dinner. I will do it in my own time. Okay. So she has things that she wants to talk about. She has said it, I guess, to uMaCele and also to uMayeni. So I felt like if there's anybody that really has things to say, is uMaKhumalo. I feel like uMaCele had expressed some things with MaSele. I don't know if she has things to express to uMaKhumalo, but at the same time, she is upset about something when it comes to uMaKhumalo, because there were no hugs, you guys. Did they hug? No, I didn't see. She just sat down. Okay, there is that tension. Okay, these are people that we saw, like I said in the morning, you guys. These are people that we saw twinning in those blue dresses and leather jackets. These are people that just showed as Omshado, advising people Mshadweni. Now they have a hard time bona themselves communicating with each other. Okay. That conversation didn't move forward, because the episode ends there when they are still trying to figure out how are they going to start a conversation. I think this is the same conversation where uMaKhumalo is going to ask uMaCele if she recognizes umshado wakhe no Musa, you guys. Listen, I feel like, honestly, I don't understand why you would expect that another wife would 100% accept you when it comes to polygamy, because I feel like MaCele has always said that when she got into a relationship with Umselegu, she didn't get into a relationship thinking she was going to be extension, even though Umselegu at the time he had girlfriends and all of that, but she did not get into the marriage thinking why is extension. So obviously, this is something that when she was already in the marriage, this is what she says, guys, because people are like, she knew. She knew. This is not something that for her, when she got married to Mselegu, she said she had intentions of them bringing other wives to the marriage. Okay. So now, the fact that she has got into a point where she's like, okay, you can take other wives. But the fact that for her, that wasn't the thing. She didn't go into the marriage knowing what's ngiyongena esithenjini. I do feel like uMaCele, she has done the best that she can to allow these women to hang out with her man, because at the end of the day, that is her man. I-boyfriend kaMaCele leyana masesibuyela eqinisweni, you guys. I know some of you are going to say no, but boyfriend kaMayeni. No, but uMayeni dumped the man, okay? Because now if you say umseleke boyfriend kaMayeni, then you guys, now umyeni wakho i-boyfriend ka-ex wakhe ke. You understand what I'm saying? They dumped him, but wabo ke naye, So okaMaCele, because uMaCele, when she found umselegu, uMayeni had already dumped him. Or let's just say that she had not dumped umselegu, but while they were in there, Isthembu, unofficial Sthembu, she did dump Umselegu, and that's why Umselegu even got MaCele, got what's the other one? Masaola, the one who passed away, you know. So, I mean, the fact that she has allowed them to, to hang out with her men once a week or once a month, I mean, she's done enough that she's done what she can. So I think it's enough that she embraces them as much as she does. If she's in the mood now and then, you guys, I feel like she's allowed, okay, because this is not something that she had planned for her life. And I do understand MaCele, guys, when MaCele says, guys, my marriage is different from your marriages. Okay, I have my own marriage, you have your own marriages. I think her marriage is different from their marriage because when she got married to Mselek was not a married man. Her expectations on how much time she was going to get to spend with Mselek. She thought Mselek was going to be snoring next to her every night. That's why she was getting married. Whereas Bona, when they got into the marriage, they already knew Umselek was not going to snore next to them every day. They knew it. You know, at best, they were going to get 2 nights a week. Okay. So obviously, the marriage is different. The agreements within their marriages individually is different. The fact that she's willing to embrace them, embrace their children, as much as she can do, they have to accept it. But I feel like they just keep on expecting more and more and more from her. If she says, listen, I can only do so much, I can't do more than that, I feel like she is allowed. Even though, guys, I was one of those people that expected her to say yes to going to Umembeso MaKhumalo, because MaKhumalo had done so much. Remember, she was even an MC at her event. They were celebrating 28th anniversary. They seemed like they were becoming friends and all of that. But when she said no, I was like, hey, can we even blame this woman, you guys? So I don't know if MaCele is going to say what she accepts, she recognizes umshado kaMseleko with MaKhumalo and all of that. But I feel like MaKhumalo, you're already there, you are married, you recognize your own marriage, right? You need it to be recognized by the other wives, you guys. So we are going to see that next episode where they finish the conversation between MaCele and MaKhumalo, you guys. I think it's going to get tense, but I hope that they are real with each other, you guys. I hope they don't give us the fakery, and I hope that they communicate clear, because sometimes they'll be communicating, I'm sorry, but you're like, yeah, I can hear you are speaking, but I don't know what you mean. Like the conversation about the kids, it was very like, okay, below, okay, Luandle, okay, sometimes they don't communicate clearly. So we're going to see that, you guys. Another thing that is interesting that we've seen is a scene where Umayeni looks like she is doing some kind of a like therapy session, and I'm like, Umayeni needs therapy, you know. But maybe it's that, you guys. Like I say, it's not a lot of people that marry a man and they have to accept that the man is not going to snore next to them every day. There is a lot, okay? And also dealing with umpumelelo and the relationships zikaMpumelelo. I don't know why Umayeni is choosing to raise ingane kaMpumelelo there, guys. I don't know. Maybe when I become a grandmother, I'll be collecting all of the all of the baby. I don't see it, guys. Like, I'm done having kids. I'm okay. Bring the child. I'm like, oh my god, it's so cute. Bye. I'm not doing it again. Okay, I'm done. So I don't understand that, her making those decisions to take the kids. So it almost feels like now that she took Umhlopekazi, maybe she's going to feel the pressure now to take Inganeka, what's the other girlfriend, and then the second born kavuyo na kuzofaneka ayithathe and all of that, but she's going through therapy. Okay, I love it for her though that she's getting that help, but I do wonder what that is going to be about. There's also going to be a conversation between MaCele and Nomangwabe, you guys, and that is an interesting one. Listen, you guys, because I do feel like MaCele, the things that MaCele would do to MaKhumalo, she would absolutely not even try with Umangwabe. Okay. Umangwabe will just look at you a certain way to be like, bitch. And you get scared. Even Umselegu is terrified of Umangwabe. Umselegu doesn't say, or when Umselegu wants to say something bad about Umangwabe, he will say it when everybody is there, the other wives are there, and then he will just say it. But when it's Mangwabe and Umselegu, it does not happen because MaCele is terrified of MaNgwabe. So I do wonder, you guys, how that conversation is going to go between uMaCele kanye noMaNgwabe, you guys. Listen, I don't know if I want a trip this time, okay? I don't know if I want the trip this time because what can they do that they haven't done? Because it's either they do a trip where only the wives go and MaCele is not there, or they do a trip. Sometimes they do both in the season. They do a trip where the wives go away alone, and then there's another trip where they go as a family. I don't know, you guys. I'm like, maybe when the show gets boring, they can give us a trip, and then we can have some dramanya day. And then we can see what happens. But listen, you guys, it's okay. The show is going well, you guys. I think the nice thing about Umdeno Kamsele, it's a big family, it's polygamy, so there's so many relationships to talk about, so no many dynamics to discuss. So even though the show is not like a bang, like sometimes when you turn on this temple begins, you're like, oh my god, and so, it's not that type, okay? But there's still stuff to talk about and it's very entertaining. So when you come into the comment section, you guys, be relaxed about it. We are not the ones that are in his temple. So why should we be as tensed as the sister wives? Why are we fighting in the comment section now? And like we are the ones who are in polygamy? No, let's just be relaxed about it. State your opinion. And if you don't agree with someone, you can say, no, 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 I mean, I don't see it that way. This is how I see it. But let's have fun in the comment section. That's all, you guys, I wanted to talk about when it comes to this review. So this is part 2 of the review of episode 2, season 17 of Uthando Nesthembu. Thank you so much, you guys, for watching this video. Make sure that you are subscribed to both my channel. This is Reality Buzz TV. I should have changed the name here. This is Reality Buzz TV, but also make sure that you are subscribed to Ntando Mdletshe, because that is where I do like mainstream umgosi, you guys. And then there is another channel I have that's called Raising Siposetu, which is a channel where I post more personal stuff if you want to follow my journey as a mom. That channel has become more of like a diary, but I only diarize when I feel like it. But it's also very fun to actually follow me on that channel if you are interested in that kind of content. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Do not forget to like it before you're going to share it with your friends, with your family, and even with strangers. Nginithanda kakhulu. Hi, boy, I haven't ended.